What's going on, everyone? We are here yet again with another stream. You know how we do it. You know what we do. You know what it is. You know, we out here. We streaming. Today I have Geordi. What's going on, Geordi?
Hello. Good evening.
Today I have
well.
Geordi. What's going on? This always happens. Why isn't it letting me create my stream? All right, for some reason, x.com is being annoying. And I don't know why.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Are we live on Twitch?
Yeah, we're live on Twitch. This always happens because x.com is weird. For some reason, it's saying that there's an error, and I don't have an error. This is the worst. All right, create broadcast. Paste in the name of the broadcast. Add category, technology. This is the worst. Select my source. Create broadcast. Broadcast created. Post. What's happening? Yo, man. If you want to watch some content, look no further. Exclamation mark. Post. Now I gotta view my post. X.com is the worst. Okay.
But they're so agile, man.
Dude. Anyway, what are we doing? Working on the Discord bot. How are your HTMX skills?
Well, not existent. So, you know, I know a thing or two.
How are your Oauth skills?
I've installed a library and put in a token and stuff.
Great, that's exactly what we're gonna do today.
But wow, who'd have thought?
But
I never would have
first,
guessed.
There's a problem. Oh.
Wow, wait, that redirects to Firefox preferences. That is a problem.
No. This is the problem. You can't actually see it on this at all. This is a waste of everyone's time. When I fixed the problem last time I was on stream, I made a new problem.
What'd you do?
I'll tell you what I did. Internal slash... Actually, you know what? I should be on git checkout main. And then status echo config.toml my git ignore git status. That'll be fine. What I did was in internal slash guild.go, I screwed with this pardoning logic, and I screwed with this logic down here. The where is it? This logic right here, and made it so that if if the room that was left or entered isn't one of the focus rooms that we have registered, it doesn't concern us, so we skip over that update. However, it will delete and re-add the what's it called? It will delete and re-add the role for the lowest numbered server whenever that triggers. So if you have focus room 0 and a bunch of people are entering and leaving focus room 0 all day long, focus room 1 will continually have its role deleted and recreated.
Is that like an off by one problem?
It's not an off by one problem. Before, what would happen is if you had focus room 0, it would be deleted and recreated a bunch. Oh, Jab the Dev Boy says, "What's good, Nate?" What's good, Jab the Dev Boy?
It's Jason B.
That is Jason B. That is correct.
So we do have to fix that class of problem because you're right, it's not just focus room 0. But I mean, isn't it better to just check to see the when we get a voice state update whether or not somebody has joined a room? Can we keep track of the state, like whether people are in the channel or not?
Yes. Not really. The problem
Why
is,
not? I mean, we get an event when somebody joins the channel, right?
yeah, we can keep track of that, but then when it goes down and comes back up, it'll have no idea what's going on and be weird. Because right now, it's like
we could theoretically update that in like the get data in the right place thing or whatever, like the big bootstrap function where the thing comes up and gets all the state.
you are correct. But what I would rather do is just check to see if the room is empty and somebody has left that room. And when that happens, if the room is empty after someone just left, that means that the last person left that room, and that's when we should delete the role. And then any other time, don't delete the role. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have to do this? I mean, do we care right now to do this?
We need to make it so that it doesn't delete and recreate the role every time.
Here's my thought on this, right? Is I have a feeling what is about to transpire is you and me are about to hack on Oauth for an hour and a half and realize that we need more abstractions for users and, proper models for, the couple of different things we care about managing within FocusBot. And then I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a larger refactor of some of this logic to leverage those models. And I think at that point we could tackle this, because I don't know if you see it coming, but for me, I feel like there's more in the pipeline for FocusBot,
I can understand.
I think if we make this change, I see it getting changed again in like a week, or refactored at least.
Oop, Mang. What was that thing called? Oauth beginnings. Git merge main. Merge conflict. Oh. Git ignore.
The most boring of merge conflicts.
Yeah. There we go. Clear. All right. So, what was I doing? Let's have a VI session. Make a new tab. Term. Go run extra web dev test server.go. Oh, that's right. I need a config.toml.
The SCP, the one over from WageBot.
Yeah. The problem is there's some extra stuff, but yeah, you're right. Rsync. Root at not this. Wagebot.npmail.com / tab completion works in over rsync. It's just really slow.
Not directories, right?
Yes, directories.
What the fuck?
Yeah. How cursed is that?
So it's like what, SSHing into the server every time you want to do a tab completion and doing like a LS?
Yup.
Dude, that's actually horrible.
So we have our
Whoever
it works.
This is one of those moments where it's like scientists didn't stop to think if they should. They just did it.
Hey man, it works though. Like, what are you gonna do?
Does it work? I mean, if you have to wait 5 seconds for it to work,
twice.
That's not how that works. So actually, you need to learn how to glob, Nate. I hate to tell you.
Please, I can glob with the best of them. Don't you worry about that, buddy. I know the glob. Now I was globbing. the hell am I saying? All right. Superfluous right header call from github.com/email focusball web server setup web server kill file index func2 server.go 72. Let's see what's going on with that. Comma F server.go. Let's go to line 72. Don't need that. Fantastic. Kill that. Run it again. Reload. Oh. I know what happened. While I was streaming yesterday, I made another problem. This server.go has a template for slash, which will redirect to index.html, which works fine. The only problem is, wait a second, this is my kill file index, so don't worry about that. Index, it executes the template.html with the client ID in it, and then it executes the rest in here. But that template, the HTML template for the index is messed up some kind of way.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like working with you, it's you hear the expression like 1 step forward, 2 steps backward.
Yes.
And that's not true. We're definitely moving forwards, but I feel like it's like 5 steps forward, 4.5 steps backward.
No, it's 5 steps forward, 2 steps to the side. You do a little spin, and then you jump.
Cha-cha now, y'all.
Cha-cha now, y'all. The hell is
That's
this?
what it is. It's working with you is like doing the cha-cha slide.
Yeah, and like, it's the cha-cha slide, but this isn't like you've been doing the cha-cha slide every year at a dance since middle school. It's like you're in 7th grade. You've gotten to the first middle school dance. And they're like, we're all doing the cha-cha slide. And you're like, okay.
So like you're implying I don't know how to do the cha-cha slide?
I'm stating it.
All right, so we're just winging it then, huh?
Yeah.
We're taking all kinds of steps.
Exactly. Jason B says, I mean, isn't that just dev in general? It is for me. Other people claim to have better ways of doing it, but I say float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, flow like water. Other things.
Yeah, some people actually learn their disciplines, and software dev at a low level you can just stumble through with Google.
And others get promoted to management.
Yeah, this man has senior in front of his title, and he's made it this far.
It's higher than senior. It's team lead.
Oh yeah, team lead. That's great.
No, this is what the problem is. I have this ref here that has a client ID and a redirect URL. But we're not passing it a client ID and redirect URL. And then it has this thing, this dot, and this should be dot content. And then if I go back into internal / web server / server.go, all I need to do real quick is, I remember what I was doing.
Actually, so Jason says, I think we all stumble, though Nate is just honest about it. And
Thank you,
my
Jason.
retort to that is that, of course we all do. Nobody's saying that.
Perfect.
But what I will say is Nate stumbled. Nate stumbled quite a bit the other day in that Docker containerization stream, and then he snubbed me out of claiming the victory on that. He's like, I'm a fucking genius. I solved this problem after 20 minutes of stumbling. It's all me. Fuck you, Geordi.
To that I say, you merely pointed me in the right direction. I was the one that solved it.
All right, look, if I tell you, hey man, there's something wrong, maybe you should look at the path that thing is referencing. It might be a relative pathing issue, and then you go look at the path.
And I said, totally
and you discover,
independently, I'm going to go look at the path.
I'm going to go look at the path. Oh wow, it's a case and sensitivity problem, not a relative pathing issue.
You said it was a relative
genius.
pathing issue. I saw that it was a case and sensitivity issue. That's
All
a
right.
you issue. That's a you problem. Your answer was wrong and mine was right. What can I say?
I know that you and me are going to be judged one of these days on our programming contributions to society. This misdeed, you'll have to answer for this.
I'll answer for one misdeed, but
You're gonna
it'll be nothing compared to the millions that will have benefited from my programming and my programs. Maybe even possibly consider billions. What the hell was I doing? Oh, I remember now. I was going to write a new function. Oh, no.
Can you just make that like nil, or set that to like an empty string or something, and then pass it to the template?
Let's make what nil?
Make the dot client ID thing nil, or not nil, but I mean make it an empty string, or you know,
The
butts
problem
or something.
is...
Undefined in string text.
what do they call this? Boilerplate.template.html. The problem with this is I need to send this thing an object that has content, redirect URL, and client ID.
Yeah, you just have to send it a struct, right? So make a struct for this, or you can probably already steal one from that Goth library, right? So you just initialize an empty struct.
Please. The problem with that is then I have to make the struct and throw it into the boilerplate.execute everywhere. What I'd rather do is make a function called wrap in boilerplate, and then I don't know why I'm trying to call a function like that. But what I want to do is I want to have a function called wrap in boilerplate that I just put in the content of the inner stuff, right? So I just put inner in here. Or I guess I'd probably put buff in there.
Is that true? Is that how this works? Like in Rails or in like a big boy framework, usually you just declare the variables you want to pass on to the template as a what do you call it? As like a class variable or something in like a different scope. Are the template engines in Go that bad where you have to pass every little thing to them?
Not.
Yes.
Who just said that?
Hi Diesel. Thank you for
Get
joining
the hell
us.
out of here. You're not co-streaming. One of our more ambitious members of the chat decided to hop in and co-stream. I'll co-stream with you, Diesel, one of these days. Not right now. I'm doing too much stupid stuff, and I can't have both of you complaining at me. Anyway.
It's called a data attribute.
Oh, you can kind of do that. Diesel says, star you Nate. You're a little bit star. Diesel, you mad you can't swear at me? Automod. Got him. Jav the dev boy. Hop in and annoy Nate. IR.reader. Maybe I don't do that. Maybe I just do this as a string. Buff dot read string. Oops. There we go. And then this will be a string. A little inefficient, but you know, I'm not gonna worry about it.
What's going on? We're not actually going to pass that to the template at all, even this wrap in boilerplate thing?
What?
Even the wrap in boilerplate thing is not going to get passed. The output of that's not going to get passed to the template when we render it?
The output of that is not going to get passed to the template when we render it.
I'm sorry, it's a question. I don't know. What is the purpose of this?
So we're going to execute the index template, and that will render the content of the index page And then we will wrap that in boilerplate, which will render the content, which will be the content inside of the boilerplate.
Oh my god! So we're like executing the templating engine twice.
Yes. I didn't say this was a good idea.
You don't see anything wrong with that?
I do see something wrong with it. Is this not? Oh, because of a string and an error. Does this not? Can I do string? That's what I wanted. And then here, all we need to do is stuff colon equals struct that looks like it has inner, what's this kind of in it? Client ID, redirect URL, and content. So we'll say client ID, redirect URL, content. And these are all string, oops, and string, and then it will have one with a client ID of some client ID, something, redirect URL of something, and content, content of something, and then we'll pass that stuff into here. Oh, wait a second, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Shit. This was doomed from the start. All right, so here's what we're going to do.
We are going to nuke this little web server prototype and use a pre-built framework that has a real templating engine like GoFiber.
Nah.
And then we're going to pass it the variable very cleanly.
Nah, we can do better than that. What we're going to do
While we're
is
at it,
go...
we're going to separate this code from the bot so that when somebody DOSes our web server, the bot doesn't go down.
No, we're going to do something way better than that.
We're going to use a shareable database so we can scale this thing.
Actually, what we'll do is we will... Diesel says F space U space U C space K space U Nate. Diesel says you could pre-parse your templates. I already pre-parsed my templates. Loosen server.go. Here we go. They're parsed here. So they are actually pre-parsed. Nice try. What the hell was I going to do? I'm just going to copy this stuff here. And we'll open up index. Oh. Index. Nope. Template. There's content 1. We'll just paste that down there. And then what we'll do is we will open up boilerplate again. We'll copy all this other stuff. We will delete that. And then we will, not the boilerplate, we want the content, template HTML. We'll just paste this above here. Oops. So now, all we got to do, what? Okay. And then we can delete this.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
Like the way you're accessing everything in the template, it feels like the template is expecting to be passed like one big main struct.
Yes.
Right?
And that's what I'm doing now.
But like, could you just nest the OAuth data inside of a struct like that? So we create like
yes.
a struct that we're passing to everything called like view data or something. And then it has one property, which is an Oauth struct, which, you know, has a key Oauth and a value of like a goth.oauth strat, whatever the hell that type is.
Yes,
right?
ish.
And then at that point, throughout the template, we're calling like Oauth.account ID or Oauth.email or something.
We're doing something like that.
Okay, I'm along for the ride. I'm
Server
sure I'll understand more as we go along.
I'm sure you won't.
I'm never completely sure what you're doing, but you know,
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. We don't want this either. Get rid of that. There we go. So now, oh. Struct that looks like this. It will have a... Yeah, this is not good content. I should not be doing this way. Where I'm just writing a bunch of shit and not explaining it.
Follow me, boys and girls.
Yeah, follow me, boys and girls.
do as I do, children.
Yeah, kids, as a programmer, part of your job is to make yourself look mysterious so that the management doesn't think they can replace you. Writing a whole bunch of shit code in a way that no one can follow along with what you're doing, it ensures job security.
Honestly, part of this too is that your terminal split is like making this kind of hard to read.
Yeah. Anyway, this will be a struct that has a client ID of string, a redirect URL of string, and what was the last thing? No, it's just a redirect URL and a client ID, right?
Yeah, but what I was trying to say earlier is that surely there's an OAuth type in the Goth library, right, that they're using, right? So when you make a struct, you can define, you know, view data as a struct or something and just say OAuth goth.oauth or whatever, right? And then
yes.
that could be totally nil and it would still work and it would just be nil, but at least accessible. The only downside, and I'm not even sure it's a downside, is that all the OAuth stuff would be namespaced under the key OAuth in the struct.
Duality of binary. Thank you for the follow. I'm working on some Go here, so thanks for you know, joining in.
Working in air quotes.
Oh, it's working all right.
It's what is the opposite of working?
Still working. Whoa, Diesel followed again. Diesel, what? Were you not following me, Diesel? There we go.
I think broken is the opposite.
All right. So this
You're
one,
breaking some
I gotta be
Goku.
honest with you, this one doesn't look great on me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Invalid memory address or nil pointer.
Yeah. So clearly, I've done something that the program doesn't like. So we'll just fix that real quick. I don't know what line that was on.
As David Heinemeier Hansen would say, whoops.
Oopsie daisies. Server.go 54. Error equals, all right. Maybe I pass it a, oh, you know what? All right. Let's call this one a technicality no down boo over. This one will fit exactly in the same place. All right. Okay. So that isn't perfect. We can definitely say that it's not perfect. I think we could. There's agreement there.
Is this like, 3 Ronchans? Not great, not terrible.
This isn't ideal. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Typically, when you go to request a web page, it loads.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It gives you something.
To be fair, localhost / does load. It redirects you to index, which fails. So, credit where credit is due, I think.
Well, I mean, loading would mean serving you content and, giving you a header that says, I'm, 302 redirecting you to something that doesn't, that actually doesn't even not just give you content, but hangs up on you very rudely and resets your connection. I don't know, man. I believe in you, though. Keep trying. You'll get it one day.
I'll just run the same thing again. Oh, address already in use. There we go. I know what's going on, though. In server.go, it's not actually reading client ID and redirect URL inside of this index page stuff. Should I just do a pointer? Will that work? If it's not that, then it is what I think it is. Let's see it. Oh, nope. Okay, so it is a pointer. It is a... So client ID and redirect URL, it's trying to read those from inside of when it's executing the index page stuff. Index page stuff, of course, being inside of this file, which if I go to definition on, works. Strange. Client ID, redirect URL. What is it missing that's also templated in? Client ID.
Oh, there's no dot client ID there.
You know what? I need to say dot client ID. That was my problem.
Doesn't it seem a bit wild to you, though, that, like, for all the safety mechanisms built into Go, the default templating engine is so bad that it falls apart when it tries to interpolate a nil value?
I think my program is working, and you're dumb.
I mean, but seriously, though.
I get where you're going with this. All right, so I got 404 not found on localhost /auth /discord/callback. So now I need to get back to wiring that shiznit up. So it did redirect properly, which is good. Now I have that redirect set up in handle /auth, Oauth2 client secret, redirect URL string, setup auth, I see. So setup auth has its own router that's using this. So if I just do a p.get on / I'm just going to print out what it gets as the path. Because when I set this up, I wasn't sure if the /auth was going to come through or not, and I'm suspecting it isn't. And I wrote it so that it would work if it was. R dot path request dot path value. That'll work. Oh, not that. R dot URL dot path. That's what I want.
That's cool that your LSP labels that too.
Yeah, what did I do this wrong?
It's intentionally telling you it's not a method, it's you're accessing a field of a struct.
Oh. Wait, what? P.get. Why isn't this working? Cannot use that as a HTTP.handler func value. But I do that right down here. P.get. What? Why is it mad at... Why is it mad when I do the same thing over here? It's mad at me.
Shit. Now I can't read the other thing that you uncommented.
Oh, this is just the same code, but it just does something else.
Yeah, shit. I guess it really is. Huh? Is it still complaining? Is your LSP just bugged?
No, the LSP is never bugged. Except for the times it is, but this isn't one of those times. Sphere response writer. Value of type func as http.handler func. I could just wrap this in an http.handler func. And then do that. Nope, didn't like it. Handler? No, that's not gonna work. Why the fuck isn't that working? That's very strange.
I'm trying to assist. I'm reading their example docs.
Yeah, it's just a func that takes a response writer and a request. Func takes a response writer and a... Oh. Yeah. Path value, r.url.path. That is what I want. W is potentially unused. That's fine. Let's run this thing again. Let's see what we get when we print out on this redirect. Nothing printed. Why didn't anything print? It's supposed to print. fmt.println r.url.path. Why didn't that work? Authorize. 404 page not found. That means that it never even made it in. It made its way in here. Internal / web server / .go. I think we were running into another annoying thing. Trailing slash. Classic
No way.
Go annoying thing. Yep, that was it. And it does pass that in, so this entire exercise was wrong. What the hell is all this? Add some MIME types. Oh, this was useless. I forgot to delete these lines. Trailing slash, that'll get you. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Do these. Now we're cooking. You must select a provider. What?
Where the provider at though?
Where a provider at though? I thought I selected a provider. Did I not?
It's complaining up there. Did you see that?
Yeah. You must select a provider. No session secret environment variable set. The default cookie store is not available. With any calls will fail. And we're just warning if you were using a different store. Yeah, we'll figure that out in a second. But I gotta select a provider first. So I'm saying use providers. And then
When we set up auth, are we passing in a key and a secret and a callback URL and all that shit?
Then you must select a provider.
Okay, question. I can't help but notice at the beginning there we're calling goth.user or use providers.
Yep.
And then when we do the actual setup, we're calling gothic.
I do see that. So goth.useProviders, which I'm calling with just Discord, followed by, I don't know what this is for. I don't think this is necessary. OpenID Connect, that doesn't matter. Map string. So I didn't do this. So we have this keys, which is a slice of strings. And you have to sort it, I guess. I don't know why they're sorting this. Provider index. Where's the provider index being called?
It's I think it's part of the template because it wants you to sign in one way or the other.
Sign in with whatever. Yeah. So that's useless. That doesn't matter. Providers map. But how does this /auth/value? So that's not a problem because we're already calling /auth/. Whoa. Joseph the impossible. My screen, I had it too small. You couldn't see Joseph the Impossible. Thanks for following. Anyway.
Fuck that guy.
What? Why?
I don't know. I just got a weird feeling about him.
All right. Well, fair enough. Impossible Joseph. Geordi doesn't like you. Very welcome. Geordi sucks. Okay, fair enough. Geordi, how do you feel about that?
It tracks. I told you.
Mutual hatred.
Like that guy.
Fair enough.
So you notice how they're doing like URL interpolation there?
Yep.
Or whatever the hell you call that. So they're pulling the provider key out.
Yeah,
are we doing that? We're not.
What are they doing with that? Are they doing something with it? It doesn't look like we got gothic.complete user auth.
I think it gets called in the template, maybe.
In the template, it's just auth/ the thing. So I already have an auth/Discord. Is it possible that?
Oh wait, they're pulling it out of that index thing, right?
Yeah, but they're not. This is just like external to it. So the provider key. Maybe I did this wrong. Maybe it should be lowercase d. So maybe it should be Discord, and then back in server.go. This should be /Discord, and then back in the developer portal, github.com/ not GitHub, Discord developer portal Oauth. What are the odds this is the right one? API auth callback Discord. This is the resume sign up. That would explain it. To applications, I want the wage bot. And then we need Oauth2, lowercase d Discord. And then we want to save this. And then we want to write this. And then we want to run this. And then we want to go to localhost. And we want to log in with Discord. Invalid Oauth2 redirect URI. Great. Oauth2 page source. Discord.com Oauth line ID I identify. HTTP //localhouse /auth/ lowercase discord /callback. Oh, that'll explain it. Did the wrong one. Discord /callback. There we go. Save changes. Reloaderate. Log in. Authorize. Still didn't select a provider. Shit. Where do we pass in the provider? Auth provider. But where's the provider going? Just template stuff. This has the request. Huh. Where do we pass in the provider?
Is that is there a template that's saying you must select a provider, or what is actually printing that out on our side?
I don't know.
Because there's nothing in the example that would say that, unless it's deeper in the library.
Choose router. All the routes with auth/provider and auth/provider/callback were expected. Internally, she parses the. That is a little curse the way they have this set up. So you have to say it pulls that out. It's implicit, not explicit. This is that stuff I don't like. Could not find a matching session. You see?
I mean, that's better. That's the session secret problem now.
Session secret default cookie store is not available. Any calls will fail. So what's this session secret about?
Probably a salt or something to encrypt all these session tokens against.
Yeah.
Mayhaps.
So I'm guessing. Let's get rid of that. Auth/value, providers map value. I guess I'll just set a session secret and see what happens. Export session secret equals foo. We'll run this bad boy again. Let's see what happens. There's one thing I like less than oh, what the heck? Superfluous response. Oh, who cares? Log in. Authorize. Could not find matching session for this request, but now it's not complaining. Well, let's Google that. Right? You know, it's something. Could not find matching session for this request. Blah, 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 blah. Problem with the Gorilla file store. Use the cookie store instead. Got it. Update the example code. Use cookie store. Follow the whatever. Your host match. This is the issue I circumvented with my PR. Well, just tell me what to do. I don't know what this means.
Just explicitly tell me what to do.
Right. Specifically tell me what to do. I suspect I'm missing something, some key points. It's clearly work for other people. Looks like but it looks to me like the wrong session is being retrieved from store.get. I don't want to know about the store.get. Why can't this work? Also, what are we doing viewing source over here? I don't want to see the source.
So there's all kinds of like, it seems like there's a lot of heavy integration with Gorilla specifically for Goth to work.
Yeah.
So honestly, well, whatever. It doesn't matter if we can get it to work by
using
brute
the
forcing
Gorilla
it.
stuff though. That's the problem.
Well, you're using NetHTTP. I don't know. Do they jive? They jive together? I don't know. Does Gorilla have its own router?
Yeah, that's what I'm using.
No, you're using NetHTTP.
I'm using Gorilla/Pat.
Oh.
Inside of the
okay.
HTTP router.
Fuck me then, I guess. So there, apparently there's a session store that we need to initialize somewhere.
Yeah.
A cookie store. So
Which
to say
is
gothic.store equals sessions new cookie store, some slice of bytes followed by a secret.
I'm gonna look back at the examples, make sure I didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
So we got our providers.
Check for session setup anywhere in here.
Provider, complete user auth. Execute, log out. Get users. Gothic.complete user auth. Execute, begin auth handler. What the hell is this? Is this something I should worry about?
That's templating stuff, I think, right?
No. Maybe.
We're finding a template called foo.
Oh, that's just down here.
Oh.
They have the index template and the user template.
Well, I mean, I suppose you could set up a route to print all that stuff out. Where do we have a logged in template right now? When you go to the callback?
Right here.
I know, but
this is... Well, what's supposed to happen is this thing handles all of the stuff and then reroutes you to... And then it gives you the login template when you're rerouted. So you get rerouted back here from Discord, and then once it logs you in, it presents you this, all of your information. Or cannot find a matching session for this request.
I think let's try this. Let's init a session first.
I don't know what that means.
It means I think we've got to find how to do that in Gorilla sessions, but I think it's depending on there's some magic going on here where it's probably expecting a Gorilla session and we don't have one.
You know how much I love magic and in Go of all languages.
Yeah, I think Go is a particularly bad language for magic. Honestly, Go is a particularly bad language to be doing this type of shit in. Like
disagree.
Your dick is fully in the toaster here.
You're not wrong.
So,
but this is no new language is Nate. I'm not doing a new language to get all your implicit annotated BS.
We could have, JavaScript, right? That's not a new language to you. You could have done this in JavaScript.
Am I going to keep getting hit over the head with the fact that JavaScript falls under the deadline of not a new language?
I mean, I would hope that you've used JavaScript before.
Also, I was doing this. I'm doing OAuth in JavaScript with Discord in another project, and it's also stupid.
Well, I'm sure it's stupid,
no better.
but it's manageable.
It's no better.
Yeah. But the magic is expected in JavaScript, so you feel less betrayed.
Yeah. Yeah,
here we go. So right there, in the secrets, right there, you see that second example there where it says store equals sessions.newCookieStore.
Hold on a second.
No, his mustache is...
Shut up! I have to read it out so the viewers can see.
Pedophile.
I have to read it out so the viewers know what I'm responding to before you say anything. Joseph the Impossible says, don't listen to him. If anything is wrong, it's Geordi's fault. 110%. Your mustache is far too professional. Thank you, Joseph the Impossible. I appreciate it.
His
Geordi,
mustache your mustache looks like you traveled back to 1930 and, back to a time where you couldn't coexist.
Joseph the Impossible says, get wrecked, Geordi. Very welcome. Thanks, Joseph the Impossible. I appreciate you. Anyway, we don't need if the default one is fine, then there's no reason to use anything other than the default one, right?
Well,
Like,
but
this is just
okay,
fine.
here's the thing. I feel very awful having to do this, but I got to school you on web stuff now. You have to create a cookie in order to store data in the browser in the cookie or in the session, right?
Yeah, I understand that.
So like because Go is an explicit language, and because we have we have to say, hey, give this user a cookie if they don't have one, right? And then once they have a
Yeah,
cookie
but Goth,
and an
Goth is taking care
ID,
of doing that.
it's not though. It's asking what is the session ID of the user, so we can overwrite our shit inside that session ID, and we're giving it some kind of session ID, I assume, but like, it's not there. I mean, I bet you if you look in your browser, I mean, look at the network request. There's no cookie for this.
What if I told you there was a cookie?
Well, you're allowed to be wrong.
There's a session cookie right here. You said there wasn't a cookie. There is a cookie.
Okay, delete it.
Okay. What's deleting going to do?
Well, not there. I mean, delete it from your browser so that there's no cookies for this thing.
I don't know how to do that.
I think maybe it's from. You know what? I don't know how to do that either. Do it in incognito mode. Problem solved.
No. We'll see what this cookie looks like. It's the same cookie. Incognitus. Oh no, then I'm gonna have to.
Oh, fucking log into Discord. Hang on. Oh, I know how to do it. You right click on the page, and there's like, oh, you're on a Mac. Fuck.
I'm on a Mac using Firefox. This is the combination is unseen in the world.
It's
No one
storage.
on a Mac uses Firefox.
It's in storage on Firefox. I think you go to storage, and then there's cookies on the left. No, down there in your debug bar.
Cookies.
It's a tab. A tab?
Why do I have a Nextdoor session token? That's
Well, because these are all the cookies that are set for localhost, right? So I think something. Yeah, just
Delete
get
all.
rid of all that shit. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go to localhost, and then there's no cookies.
Okay. Beautiful.
And I'm gonna log in. There's no cookies. I'm gonna authorize, and there's no cookies.
Yeah. See, Geordi is right. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, you were wrong.
Was I
Now
wrong?
we need to make a cookie. Yes, you were wrong. You had cookies because we're talking to localhost, and of course you have cookies for localhost registered in your browser for 4 billion other dev projects, and your browser has to send them.
This thing not... I feel like Goth is going to be creating the cookies and sending it to the browser, and I know how cookies work. Shut up.
Facts don't care about your feelings,
Okay,
as your
you.
people are so fond of telling me.
Ben Shapiro. Actually, what you will see is that if you open up your JavaScript console, that you actually do not, in fact, have any cookies, therefore making you a liberal. I mean, I could imagine. I mean, if he didn't become a lawyer, he'd absolutely be doing that right now. He might be in. He might have joined this Discord and been the one streaming with me that isn't you.
Monologuing to you about Go sessions. Yeah, I believe it.
Well, what you see, you stupid leftist.
All right, it's easy. Just copy paste the code then. All right, so set the session store up.
What are you talking about? Where?
There, it says it literally. Store : session new cookie store right under you. Down. Yo, yeah, that. So you see how you're setting
to tailor these fields for your application. You can override it.
Okay.
It's configured by default. It will generate cookies with options. So by default, it should be generating cookies.
Do we have the Gorilla Sessions package imported?
We don't need to import it. It imports it.
It is, I promise you, my friend, it is not creating a cookie. You would see that at the initial request, the server would send us a cookie.
No, it hasn't gone that far yet.
Yeah, what? You can literally give us a... Okay. All right. No. We can get this cookie at the main page. All right.
If not key set and default store equals store. No session environment variable set. The default cookie store is not available. Any calls will fail. Ignore this warning if you are using a different store. Where's key set come from? Key set equals false. Init key set equals len key is not equal to 0. Gideon v session secret. Cookie store equals sessions new cookie store. Hey, what does that look like? Does that
Looks
look
like a thing. What?
Gothic is
It
generating a
doesn't-
cookie store, so I don't have to run that fucking code?
Well, hang
What does it
on.
look
So
like?
this is
No, tell me.
This is,
Do I have to run this code? It appears that Gothic is already running the code.
but that should be happening as part of the request, and it's happening in init.
No, it should be happening as part of the init. It creates a cookie store for everything. Therefore, I was right, and in fact, I did solve that problem the other day with no help.
Hang on. Let's go back to this Gothic example.
Oh,
here.
now we got to look into this.
I can tell you it's 100% cookie related.
Oh yeah, it's 100% cookie related. Joseph the Impossible says he's mean to me. Don't feel bad.
Get back in the box, Joe.
Joseph, you speak your truth. Don't let Geordi over here stop you. Geordi goes by Bucky. What a weird, silly name.
Oh, way to fucking dox me, Nate.
Shut up. Oh, way to dox me. Calling me Nate. We have some fun here at the Nate stream.
What is
Joseph
the exact
Impossible-
message again?
The exact message is, could not find a matching session for this request.
You're be grepping the code base.
So it's session secret is the key.
All right, so in gothic.go,
Key set equals len key not equal to 0, and then it checks key set, and yeah, we were already here. No session secret environment variable set. The default cookie store is not available, and any calls will fail. Ignore this warning if you are using a different store. So it makes a new cookie store with key. The new cookie store, of course, asks for key pairs. So we need to be generating some key pairs. That's what it is. So it's recommended to use authentication key with 32 or 64 bytes. This encryption key of set. Blah, 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 blah. Use the convenience function secure cookie.generate random key to create strong keys. So that is what we need. Secure cookie.generate random key.
oh, they do that in the example.
Yeah. So then, wait, where do they do that?
They import it?
Oh shit! Did I miss that? Examples main.go. Secure cookie or secure? Where is it? No, they don't.
Fuck, I was looking at the I was looking at a different Go file.
So anyway, all we need to do is do that generate random key thing. So we'll just do a init. We'll say var random key slice of byte, and then we'll say random key equals secure. Oh, what was that? Oh shit! I gotta go find it.
Hang on. I sent you something that you might be able to copy. So line 74 of this file.
74 init cookie name equals my custom session ID hash key block key secure cookie. Fantastic. Copy that bad boy.
It seems like there's a session manager. I don't know if that's necessary or not, but this is a different Goth example.
Nate session hash key block key. That's great. And then we'll just say gothic dot. Why is it mad at me? Expect the declaration func init dot set nope dot store dot key nope. They have to be exporting that. If we go to complete user auth and then has a key up here, key set equals false. Where is there not a place where I can just pass in the key? I don't want to do my key this way. Is there a way to not use os.getEnv?
This is the best way to do it, because if you scale to multiple things, you need to let all of those servers know what the salt is, right?
I know, but I don't want to do that. I don't feel like it.
Just put it in the fucking Docker Compose and stop being a little baby. Oh no, I have to write YAML. One line of YAML and my poor little brain just shrivels.
Oh, man. Oh, my cousin just texted me, pro tip, bro, you look coked out. Do I look coked out?
Every day.
I don't think I do. Maybe I move in a coked out manner, but I'm just, like, excited.
It's just... Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
All right, thank you, Forrest. Your comment has been noted. But I assure you, the only thing I'm high on is life. The new drug. It's where you take half cocaine, half marijuana. No. Oh, I see. He says you're swaying back and forth without ceasing, like it's on upper... No, I'm on a treadmill. There we go. Stop the treadmill. That is all. I'm actually just fit. That's so rare in today's culture that it looks like I'm on drugs, but no, I assure you, I'm just getting a little exercise while I write some code on the internet. Oh, and now I feel weird because I've been walking for all this time and now I'm stopped.
Are you on a Peloton?
I'm not on a Peloton. I'm on a lifestyle fitness treadmill. Lifetime
Nice.
fitness. I think it's this. Lifespan fitness. Yeah, I'm on something like this. Actually, I think I'm on the exact one this lady's on. Big fan of Lifespan Fitness. Please sponsor me, Lifespan Fitness. I would really appreciate a sponsorship.
How many times did you use their product on your weight loss journey?
Every day. In fact, I wouldn't have been able to do it without them.
Wow, what a standing recommendation. Outstanding recommendation.
I've lost over 50 pounds. And I owe it all to Lifetime Fitness, is what I would say if they were sponsoring me. In fact, since they're not sponsoring me, I walked outside. And it was only the fresh air that did it.
While we're looking for sponsors, what did you have for dinner tonight, Nate?
I had some delicious McDonald's. Yeah, you know. That said, it was still healthy because it had no sugar and no grains. Vinny Tortorich, please sponsor me. Hashtag NSNG. You're not familiar with this, are you? It's Vinny Tortorich. He's my guy. Shout out to my boy, Vinny Tortorich.
I would believe him. He looks fit as hell.
He is. And he says, hey, man, just don't eat sugar and grains and you'll be fine. And he's like, would you believe that this man is 87 years old?
No, I wouldn't.
He's not. He's in his 50s, but still, he looks pretty good.
In that picture, he's like in his 40s, right? Because that book's
Yeah.
10 years old.
Something.
He's actually looking kind of old considering he's 40. There.
Well, hold on. X.com. Hopefully nothing weird shows up. I'll search before. Vinny Tortorich. I'm spelling it wrong. Vinny Tortorich. Here we go. I mean, look at him. He looks good. You know. Jesus H. Christ. Hawaiian Punch Cotton Candy. This is the thing. He responds to every single time somebody tweets at him. So if you tweet at him with like some gross food, he'll hit you with a Jesus H. Christ every single time.
Nice.
Yeah, look at this. Love cottage cheese heard for this Russian one claims to be 15% fat. You know, I mean, ultra fat nut butter.
Do you love nut butter, Nate?
You know what? I gotta be honest. Only if it's ultra fat nut butter. Electrolyte infused. Anyway.
That's risque. That's risque. Twitch censors. So back to being a fat nerd and debugging sessions.
Sorry. My apologies. No offense to any fat people in the audience.
I can say that word because I are.
Oh, sorry. No offense to any overweight people in the audience. Is that better? I didn't mean to use your word, Geordi.
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna sue you.
Shit. Well, yeah. This one won't lasted. So I gotta actually create a session secret. Is what this is coming down to.
I mean, you can. Yeah. I think you have to. Fuck, dude. It is not immediately clear from Gorilla's documentation. The way it should be working is it should generate right here in the init function where it's doing this generate random key. That feels essential to me because every time somebody views the page, they should get a unique cookie ID, right?
Yeah.
Their cookie ID has to be different from everybody else's, right?
Yep.
But you also clearly need, something to tie all your I'm curious what the docs say here.
The docs are always useless and go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, well, this actually would be useful to have known. Could have saved you from looking like an idiot. Duh. No, it was actually me that looked like
Can you just Control F and search for a session and see if it says anything?
Oh, well, I have to Command F, Mac user.
Oh, that's interesting. We got store in session. Bar store sessions dot store. Requires a key to be set when the store is created. This is mostly for convenience and code examples. You may use any state store provider in your own application. Default session store is created in package init. So either set the variable externally or replace the default session store using gothic.store sessions.newCookieStore by your secret here. So I can do that. So I can do gothic.store equals sessions.newCookieStore slice of byte. I need to put something in there. What goes in there? Drill sessions. Oh, that's your secret. Your secret here. Third comment.
Oh. Yeah, but how do I make that secret? That was the thing you sent me. Right? Because we need like an AES key or whatever the hell.
I think you can put any string in there.
Can I put any string in there? Any string. Localhost. Log in.
Let's see
Alpha
over under on
Hayes.
this.
Could not find a messaging session for this request.
Shit.
I don't think any string works.
Did you get a ticket? Did you get a cookie?
Did I get a cookie? Well, this Vinny Tortich says I should not be eating any cookies, so.
It would be under storage.
No.
No. Sad.
So it died on me before I had the chance.
Where did we? Oh, okay, right.
New cookie store. So I need key pairs in there. Where the fuck was that? Alright. New cookie store. Key pairs. Keys are defined in pairs to allow key rotation, but the common case is to set a single authentication key and optionally encryption key. The first key pair is used for authentication, the second for encryption. The encryption is set to nil or mid in the last pair. It's recommended to use an authentication key. Tell me how to do it. I don't want to work. I want this to be easy. I'm lazy. Alright, where's the... Is there not a... Oh, there's no... Alright, here we go. Great. Don't store your key in source code. Pass it via environment variable or flag. What?
I gotta be honest. Can we just copy their example and try to start this and see if their code even works? Is there something that we're just fucking up?
We're just not
here?
making a key, and it's like, hey man, you need a key.
No, but they're not in their example. They're not doing anything.
This example
either,
doesn't run.
No. I mean their example code in Mark Bates /Goth.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then the examples directory, just go build it.
Oh, we're out of music.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's just about to start another song. Log in with, oh jeez, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Value is not snowflake. No session secret. We need to make like a session secret.
Well, export session secret then. Alright.
No, this just redirects me directly. It doesn't even do anything.
Oh, but it wants other stuff, right? It wants the E and shit like that.
It wants
right?
this to have come from Discord. So what we can do is we can get one like this, and we can just say :3000 state token mismatch.
Well, that's better. But the thing is like their providers are quite. I mean, they're set up with like a key and a secret pulled from the environment variables. You know?
Yeah.
Do we do that?
You know what? We don't do that. Where the hell is this? I'll just. Discord.
Doing before. Yeah, it's yeah, Discord.new.
Discord secret.
Yeah. Are we doing that?
Yes. Because the Discord key is just the fuck is the Discord key? No, that's what the key and secret are for authenticating with Discord once we get the token from the user. Once we get this, then we use the key and secret. I think. With your session secret. Great. I love this. Yeah, it's client ID and client secret. No one's gonna tell us about how to make a key.
I mean, I really think it could be anything. But I mean, if you want to copy the, want to copy the,
it wants to be like a specific like encryption decryption key.
Okay, we'll go generate the secure RAM.
How?
From the other example that I sent you in Discord.
What is
that we were initially using? How about? Are you having fun yet, Nate?
I'm always having fun. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anyone, anytime at all, down here in the deep blue sea. F is for fire, burn down the whole town. U is for uranium bombs.
Wait, I don't. Hang on.
N is for no survivors. What?
Have you noticed this example isn't creating a cookie store, but rather just a secure cookie?
Thank you for your example, Geordi. It's very appreciated.
Yeah.
What time is it? Oh, it's only 9:21. I can't just end the stream.
Well, boys and girls, seems we've reached our allotted time for today.
Session cookies or fucking example fine. PKG. Yeah, go web examples. Okay. It must be 16, 24, or 32 bytes long. How do I...
Well, that little bit of code where you're doing like secure cookie.generate or whatever with 32, that'll generate it for sure for us. If you want to at least steal that. That's gonna make 32 bytes of nil, right? It's 32 zeros. I mean, technically that'll work, right?
Why wouldn't it? It reads 32 random bytes.
Just so happens that they're all zero.
Wait, why would it be all zero? It's reading random. What?
Oh, I didn't see that. I saw the make, sorry.
Oh, yeah, no. HTTP:// localhost. Log in. Authorize. Please work.
We might need that in the environment variable as well. So we maybe can't actually just generate it random.
I'm just gonna check something real quick, just for my own.
Yeah.
Okay. I was afraid we weren't actually in that package. We weren't actually in there. Let's see what this does. So it's able to make it all the way. Wait, where's the? Could not find a matching session for this request. Get provider name. Get provider. Get from session. Provider name, request. Let's get from session. Reads the session name. For the previously stored value from session. If no previously stored value, it would get an error. Okay, so this is where we're getting this error from. So how do we add these people to the store?
When they first log in, go to store in session.
But we're creating their session.
Then we probably, in the callback, we probably shouldn't call get from session. We should call store in session then, yeah.
Completes the authentication process and fetches basic information. Sir. What's this? For starting the authentication process. It expects the provider to get the name of the provider from the port. Begin auth handler will redirect the user to the appropriate authentication endpoint for the requested provider. What the hell is this? Get auth URL. HTTP redirect. Where is it setting the cookie?
Is there a place that I can go to see the code in its current state, or that you pushed recently? Is it actually up in an OAuth beginnings, or? Yikes.
What are you gonna do?
Just be a second set of eyes.
All right. Okay.
I'm a little bit unclear on like, one of the things is I noticed we've got a couple places where you're using like get from session and store in session. I don't know if that's coming from, like, you're looking at the reference in the Gothic library, or if we've actually overridden those interfaces.
So what's really making me mad is I can do this on my own without any help. And I said, I'm not going to go through that pain because I know I've done this before. There's stuff exactly like this. I know the process. Someone else has written the code. I'm just going to steal an example. It's going to be very easy. And now I got to reread all their code. And I could have just written this amount of time. It'd be janky and messed up. Like, it wouldn't be as correct as it should be, but it would work by now.
What example did you steal?
The example off the Gothic page. I'm gonna go get some water.
Good luck.
I'll BRB.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm back. Also, I'd like to put on the record that this water is filtered tap water. It would be Spindrift, but they haven't sponsored me, so I'm not drinking Spindrift, and I won't drink Spindrift until they sponsor me.
What a cool name, though.
What, Spindrift?
Such a hip name for water, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's not even just water. It's like, it's water plus like fruit, real fruit.
Wow.
Squeezed. A true... Oh, shut the fuck up. You drew 10% off your... Alright, I might consider doing this. You know what? Alright, Spindrift, I'm signed up.
Boxed.
Look at this. Real squeezed fruit. Really. They squeeze fruit into a can. They got 69... They got tall boys? You seeing this? Spindrift tall boys.
It's got a real... Got like a real, what's that, like Disney town in Florida? Clearwater, Florida?
Yeah.
Got like a very whitewashed, kind of boring, I don't know. Those pastels are hitting the spot.
So anyway, viewers, do not buy this stuff. They have not sponsored me.
All right, let's go through the Gothic code a little bit here. Because they have they're doing some stuff to init the session, actually.
Oh.
And I think all we have to do is provide a valid session secret, maybe. So if you look at goth/gothic/gothic.go, this might be useful for us to read through. I mean, you do it on GitHub, right?
Nah, dude. Why would I do that when I can just go, "Pachow!" in it?
That's, well, because you're in provider.go, not gothic.go.
No, literally not a problem. I just have to,
I just have to find something that's
I
declared.
just have to find a
Gothic.go.
function that's declared in there. Yeah. All right, so maybe that one didn't work very well. But
in your router, you're calling it gothic.something.
Boom.
Yeah, there you go.
Here we are.
There,
Told
great.
you.
All right.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
So we're setting a session name called Gothic Session, right? And then we create a store and a default store var.
Yeah, so we threw down
Gorilla
the
session
store.
store. Yeah. Well, we maybe don't need to do any of that. So then they, in their init, they get a session secret from the environment variable. Assuming that key is not 0, they set that to true. So they set key set equals to true, and they say cookie store equals session new cookie store, HTTP only true, store equals cookie store, default store equals store. And then they're checking against store in a lot of places.
Yes. But after I've imported it, then I run my init, which blows away all this work that they've done, all this work they've done, and then I set store to my own thing.
Oh, well, can we not? Can we not have
That
any
was what we did to
that's
fix it before. So that's what we do here.
Well, what if we? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Is this? Okay. So check out how these I want to look and find places where we're calling store and session.
I think we need to call set state.
That's reasonable. But the thing that's funny is they do this, right? Like, look at getAuth URL. Are we calling getAuth URL anywhere? No. Do they do it in the example? Because look at that function. It does a lot. It checks if key set is set, and we have a store, and then if we do, then it gets the provider name, it gets the provider, it begins auth and creates a set state for us. Then it gets the auth URL, and then it stores everything in session.
So this is what we need. So,
well, but we need all of those things in that order, right? So why don't we call getAuth URL? And is their code doing that?
Right, as part of the provider package. So let's go find the Discord provider package and see what that does. Where the hell am I doing this? Use providers, Discord. Great. Provider/Discord. Session.go, or we'll try session.go. Session auth URL access token refresh token. Okay, so this is getAuth URL says auth URL is that return goth.node.
Aha, I found it. All right, so it's gothic.begin auth handler and /auth/provider is what starts this whole shebang of creating the session.
Why do they have to make this so difficult? All right, Gothic. You know what? Let's just go. How do I?
Yeah, look at their example here. So on line 256, not there. The examples folder. Yeah. So line 256, they've got this /get auth provider thing there. Yeah. And they do that get auth handler thing. Starts this whole thing in order.
Expects to be able to get the name of the provider. Begin auth will redirect the user to the appropriate authentication endpoint for the requested provider.
Yeah, and when we hit get auth URL, that's the whole thing that, you know, that's that piece of code that sets up the cookie.
Okay. So then,
and it looks like it just wants the response in the request. So it says, if we have a goth user, I don't know where the fuck that comes from in this example, but it's saying like if there's already a user, then complete the auth, otherwise start the auth. In the example, I mean.
where's an example?
It's on that line 256. It's just, it's part of the if, you know. So you say, well, this is the, yeah, there you go.
256.
Yeah, so there's a whole if statement there that says like, yeah, so if you look at
Oh.
that, so we're saying if we've got a user, when you go to /auth/discord, it's going to start trying to just log you in. But if we don't have a user or there's an error, then we're gonna begin auth handler. Honestly, I think you can just copy paste this whole thing because there's no code that's specific to their shit. That goth user variable is a declaration in the if, so.
Oh, they go away from. This annoys me. Fuck this. Fuck this. HTTP.redirect.
You are your own worst enemy, man. You don't want to. You don't like. Oh no. We couldn't possibly use the example as is.
No, their example doesn't. Then I have to. No. URL is going to be /index.html, and then the code will be a http.temporary redirect. There we go. We'll just send them home.
Underscore goth user, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just call this. Yeah. Let's be W R. So this one, all I need to do is do to /auth/discord, and then we don't actually need all that other stuff we did. Remember that stuff we did in the beginning? That was annoying.
Yeah.
Totally useless. Waste everyone's time. Sorry, the viewer.
Oh, that looked promising.
Authorize.
Oh, that looked promising.
Authorize.
Oh, we're in a loop.
Authorize.
Loops are better. This is different behavior. Different behavior is good. You want to hit the callback?
Well, when it hits the callback, it just goes back.
Oh, it throws us back.
I
You want to see if we have a cookie at least?
Yeah, let's do that. I shut down the server. Oh, look at that! Cookie.
Oh, that's about net error though.
This is about net error. Cookies, local storage, localhost. No data present. It didn't go back yet. I know what's happening. What we need to do is go into internal /web_server/auth.go, and then we need to do this /auth/provider down here.
Oh yeah, ordering, huh?
Fucking hate it.
I wouldn't have caught that.
There we go.
Oh! That's it. That's it. All right, so now we need the key.
Missing code
we-
verifier.
And we have a cookie now, right? Can you confirm? That's a lack. No. That's easy, dude. We're not passing in a Discord key and token.
Yes, we are.
No, in setup auth, it's totally nil.
You're right. We're not passing in a key and token. Wait, it
yeah.
might be actually. GR calling this from server.go, and we are. Fuck. All right. Setup auth client ID Oauth2 client secret redirect URL. Client ID is a string, and this is called from testserver.go, where it gets it from Oauth2 client secret, which is not actually stored inside of the config file, config.toml, that Viper is reading. Now, I'm just gonna real quick switch over my stream to my stream starting to edit that file. Config.toml. Public key API token .go. So we are looking for something called bot.oauth2 client secret. We will copy this to avoid other problems. So paste that equals, and then we will grab the Oauth2 client secret, and that's going to be at Discord developer documentation, Discord developer portal, applications, WageBot, Oauth2, reset secret. Your app will
Wait.
stop working.
Oh, okay, yeah, we don't need that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have.
We don't need the OAuth secret.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. We don't need it. 6-digit authentication code. Let me ask my cell phone. Dear cell phone, please generate a 6-digit authentication code for discordapp.com. Submit. Oh, what? Oh, I did the wrong thing. Submit. Great, new token was generated. Copy that bad boy. Paste that bad boy. Client ID is going to be the same. Okay. Then I did copy that correctly. Yep. And then just make sure, let's run this again. And authorize. There we go. Is this a problem if I have this access token here?
Oh yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, so I gotta. Sorry, viewers. Give me one more second. Oauth.go. And then we have to make sure we're not showing the refresh token or the access token. Everything else is fine. User ID, avatar URL, name, email. All right, perfect. And now, if we reload the page, localhost, log in. There we go. We are in.
Boom. And the audience cannot see it.
Yep. And hey, look at that, audience. We're logged in. And we got this stuff. And then if I log out, what happens? It just sends me to logout/discord, but whatever. I don't.
Nate, I think this is the first stream we've done where we've done the thing we set out to accomplish.
I know. Bad Cop _ is followed. Thanks, Bad Cop _ So, yeah, we got that. Do we risk starting another task in the last 15 minutes?
Oh, no, we're just asking for it.
All right, fair enough. Well, thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks, everyone, for... well, Bad Cop says yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right.
What are we gonna do?
That's a good question. We're doing a little bit with HTMX, right?
I have HTMX imported. It's not doing anything.
Oh, you know what we could do? This logging is like pretty bad, right? We're not saying anything about anybody logging in.
Who cares?
I mean, I kind of care, right? We want to know when somebody logs in to the focus bot. No?
Right. Bad Cop says yes, absolutely. Yo, Hitmix. That's the good one. All right. Well,
Is that how you say that? Is that the new
Hitmix.
trendy? Is that what the kids are saying these days?
dude, I do this to everything. I'm always pronunciating everything wrong. Wait, you can't pronounce it like that? I can pronounce Hitmix
agree.
however I want. Here's the
agree,
thing.
you
When I
can't
integrate
pronounce it.
Go with Hitmix in school, I am living life to the fullest. And you can't stop me, Bad Cop _ Jordy, do you have any fun pronunciations you like to use?
No, I'm not fun at all.
All right, well, asked and answered. What the hell was I doing?
We were gonna use Loggeroonie to print out when somebody logs in successfully,
All right.
and what their username was or whatever.
Web server /Oauth2. Put user auth. That's what it says on the tin. All right. If not error, do that. Loggeroonie.info user %s as logged in user ID.
Going to implement logout.
Yep.
I think it's probably pretty easy to hit logout. Yeah.
Set location / temporary.
Is it /auth log? What the hell button do we? It's on lowercase Discord. That's all we have to do here, I think.
That is right. Yes. Lowercase Discord.
And then I would throw Loggeroonie in there, and we're done.
Yep. Loggeroonie.info. Bad Cop says, I'm something of a Hitmixer myself. All right. User %s has logged out. Where do I get user from?
That's a good question. From complete user auth, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, so the thing that's going on there with complete user auth, I don't know how to do this in net HTTP, but like in a Sinatra-esque router, there's something called like a before clause, and you can say before.
Okay.
Oh, you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I heard you. You said you froze. That's why.
I did.
Checking.
I don't know what happened. That scared me.
All right.
If NeoVim freezes, you have a serious problem. I don't know what happened there.
Well, but you heard what I was saying, right? Like you know, in like a Sinatra style router, you have a way to execute an action before every request. I don't know if NetHTTP can do something like this by default. Maybe Gorilla can, but ideally what we want to do is on every authenticated route, we want to make sure that we're doing like before, before accessing that route, do Gothic complete user auth. Otherwise, log them out or whatever, you know?
Yes.
And then we always have a global user object that we can manipulate.
Yep. So what we'll probably do is just make it so all of our handlers are behind another handler called, inside the fort or something. I'm just going to ignore this error. I don't care. We're just using it to figure out the user logged out, and that's actually going to be a nil and cause a massive problem, but I don't care.
Well, right there, it's not going to be, right?
Actually, you know what? Right, you're right. It will just be nothing.
Yeah. Right there, it'll be a user, or it'll redirect, which is fine, too.
Yeah. Fuck.
Why do you suck so bad, Nate?
Go fuck yourself, Geordi.
it redirects to /logout/discord. What fucking route do we have for this
I
thing?
want /off.
Is it /off/discord/logout? What did
You
you
know what?
write?
You know what?
I don't even remember.
We'll find out. We'll find out. Where was I going? Internal fucking something. Discord / no, that's not what I want. Web server / off.go. I need to fix that. /logout / provider. So we want. What the hell am I doing? /
Trying to figure out what make both URLs the same. So it's /off/logout/discord. Good job, buddy.
Shut the fuck up.
Senior sauce. What is this? Team lead struggles to
No provider
make
for
strings
logout
the same.
exists. What?
What?
Dang it, Bobby. What? Alright, let's get this bitch going. Alright. Logout. No provider for logout exists. Okay, so we need /
We have to do that provider thing.
/auth / logout / provider.
Oh, you know what it is? It's we got to do the we got to bracket.
Provider.
Yeah, provider. Yeah. Because it.
I
wants to
hate
pull that other-
implicit stuff. Just do it explicitly. Everything I do is explicit. It's not going to work.
You think?
I'll bet on it. Wager?
Oh god, it's right down the middle.
Yeah. Don't worry. I always know to bet against myself. I'm smarter than that. I've learned my lesson. And I'm only about my job on it. I suppose I'd lose my job no matter what. Anyway. /auth / logout / provider / auth / logout / provider / auth / logout / discord.
Is it a GET request? Surely, yeah, of course. No provider for log. Oh, you know what it is? It's getting eaten by the auth route up there. Auth provider. It's an ordering problem.
No, we're doing auth logout provider though.
I know, but it's saying logout doesn't exist. Look at the error message. No provider for logout exists, so it's hitting the /auth / provider route, the one above it.
I love that. That makes me really happy. This is why.
Dude,
this is why.
NetHTTP sucks ass.
NetHTTP doesn't have that problem. It goes with the most specific first, and then the most general.
Well, I wouldn't know. I use a real framework.
We're good. We got it. We got it. Everyone can go fuck themselves, especially you, Geordi. We did it.
This whole thing is working thanks to Geordi. Fuck you.
This whole thing is I would have had it working hours ago. I would have had it working before I started this stream if it wasn't for you, Geordi. Anyway, thanks, Geordi, for coming on the stream. Anything you want to plug?
Nope.
Fantastic. Geordi, you might be on tomorrow.
Maybe. I'm down. If you want to do over.
Good stuff. Anyway, stick around. Monday, I should be doing a pretty big interview with someone that you know who it is. I'm not going to spoil it, but I may or may not be interviewing someone interesting. So, starting up the podcast again Monday interview 19th. Big fun, big swag, big YOLO, big dick energy.
Save the date.
Let's just say big stash energy, if you catch my drift. Anyway, thanks all, and have a good evening. Good evening.